This is the Kindy Rockstars Podcast, Season 6. Bringing you incredibly talented singers, artists, creators, and producers in the genre of children's music. I'm your host, Patrick Adams. Each episode will feature songs, album features, or video features, and great stories from the artists themselves. Kindy Rockstars Season 6 is proud to be supported and sponsored by Waldmania Public Relations, serving the family entertainment community for over 20 years, and Debbie Derryberry Kids. Debbie Derryberry, one of Hollywood's most active and sought-after voiceover artists, is best known for voicing Jimmy Neutron in the Academy Award-nominated film Jimmy Neutron, Boy Genius, and Draculaura in Monster High. A lifetime musician and songwriter, Debbie has written and recorded 4 award-winning preschool music albums. Her song Baby Banana hit #1 on Sirius XM Kid. Her song, written with Grammy-winning artist Lisa Loeb, called The Compost Bin, has won a Napa Award. Her latest album, Gotta Go Green, also a Napa winner, is all about giving kids tangible ways to save the earth through recycling, composting, reducing carbon footprint, and more. Her YouTube channel, Debbie Derryberry Kids, combines her love of cartoons and music with delightful animated videos of her songs. Children listen as well as watch, so a visual component is so important. Kindy Rockstars thanks you so much for your support, and now, on with the show. Hello, everybody. Welcome to another episode of Kindy Rockstars, and I am absolutely delighted to have with me tonight Funmilayo Chesney. Welcome to the show.
Thank you for having me. I'm so happy to be here.
Now, Funmilayo is a quadruple threat. She is a dancer, drummer, choreographer, and singer-songwriter, and we are going to be talking about all of that, but we're going to be featuring her album by FUSHA Kids, and FUSHA, F-U-S-H-A, stands for Fierce Undulating Spirits Have Arrived. So, with all of that being said, Funmilayo, I am excited to get to know you and hear your story. Tell us about your journey and how you ended up making music for kids.
Well, I was teaching a program called the ALL program for literacy, and children learn in so many different ways, and I wanted to do songs to help them, to inspire them to be very confident. And in the ALL program, we did dance, music, visual arts, and drama, 4 different art forms for children to express themselves and to learn how to have literacy, write, spell, so on and so forth, doing, the grammar, like the pronouns, the nouns, the verbs. And, I was repeating things over and over again in reference to when I first start the class. I wanted to set my class norms and my class values and the things that we are going to accept or not accept in my class. But I would create a pledge, and this pledge is also one of the pieces on the album called the Leadership Pledge. Then I was talking to the kids about mammals, animals, and the fact that human beings are animals, and there are different types of animals. So I did a song about mammals. I wanted children to learn about the alphabet, but I also wanted them to learn about important things in their lives that connects to the letters in the alphabet. So A for African American, B for Black is beautiful, C for creativity, D for dignity, E for education, just different words that means and are important words in the lives of children, especially children of color.
Okay. Tell me a little bit more about your background.
So I am a multidisciplinary, I can't even say the word, disciplinary creative, a dancer, drummer, singer, songwriter, visual artist, educator, and wellness practitioner. So my work lives at the intersection of healing, cultural preservation, empowerment, and just joy. I was born into rhythm, movement, and music have always been part of my life. My journey into the arts started very early through dance and visual arts, as it was when I began studying African diaspora traditions, drumming and movement as tools for healing and connection that everything aligned. So over the years, I've trained, performed, taught, and shared these ancestral gifts across communities, schools, and stages, both nationally and internationally. So my creative work spans live performances, music productions, arts education, and wellness-based programming. I offer workshops, performances, professional development trainings, and now with my latest project, original music that speaks to the soul. My upcoming album, I Believe in Myself, is a reflection of my evolution as an artist and woman. It's full of affirmations, ancestral rhythms, and deep personal truths. It's music for movement, healing, and affirmation. So, what sets my work apart is the intentionality behind it. Everything I do is rooted in love, culture, and transformation. Whether I'm teaching youth financial literacy through rhythm, guiding adults through movement, meditation, or performing on stage with a djembe in hand, my goal is the same, is to inspire people to reconnect to their own power. So for me, the songs in the children's album is all about empowerment. It's all about social justice. It's all about self-esteem, building their self-esteem.
Okay, awesome. Let's talk about the making of the album.
Okay.
Um, so I know you've been singer performer for a long time, but uh, this is your first children's album. Is it your
This,
first album altogether?
yes, this is my first album. So I my producer Al McDowell. We were boyfriend and girlfriend for many years. We lived together, and so he is basically one of the people that helped me to actually create this music because I would go to work and I would tell him I have to do this over and over again. Can we put this down? So I actually had a studio that was right in my home that I could just go in and whatever songs that came to mind that I wanted to teach, I was able to go into the studio and he put it down. He put the music down and I put the lyrics down. And we were able to do that with many different things I was trying to teach the children. I try to teach them about Harriet Tubman. So, all the facts about Harriet Tubman, I wrote it down and then I created a melody from that. And then we went in and put it down. And the same with alphabet. I wanted them to learn different powerful words for the alphabet. So, went into the studio and put it down, put the lyrics down. And I was able to, to work with a master producer, musician. All of the music on the album is original music and played by Al McDowell. So
Yeah, and we're going to feature 5 songs from the album, and I noticed with each one of them, a very strong educational element to it. Teaching the kids something, or even spelling out the words, which I sometimes do in some of my songs, but definitely the combination of education and entertainment and music and um, I think that's some of the best things you could put out there for kids.
thank you. I agree with you because I feel that when you have so many different elements coming to them, they're gonna have to absorb the information, right? They're gonna have to absorb it, whether it's coming, in a song, a melody. Yeah.
Yeah, and if they listen to it, several times, it'll stick. I have young kids myself. I see it happen. They hear a song a couple of times and then they're singing it themselves. So,
Well, the backstory is this music was done, I would say 10 years ago, 10 years ago.
mhm.
And I've used it throughout my teaching all this time. And Celeste, which is my label, Frances Lashmi, she came to my dance class, and She was one of my students, and she came to my house after we were having dinner, and I wanted her to hear some of the music that I use when I work with the kids. And she listened to it, and she was like, "Oh my God, Funmi, this is amazing! This is awesome!" And she kept saying that, and then one day she goes, "I'm going to release it on my album, on my label, Francis Lashmi Records." And that's kind of how it happened. And we decided we were going to do it. We wrote a grant. We won a grant for $20,000. And
Awesome.
with the grant,
Love it.
we were able to, they chose two songs that we have to make videos from. So we have two interactive videos with Alphabet, and we have it with, I Believe in Myself, at www.fushakids.com. So this grant was allowing us to get the music done, and also to do the videos, and even to doing using Miss Elizabeth Walden, which is an amazing publicist, Waldman, using her. Some of that grant money is paying for her publicist work. So it's been a blessing. It's been a very aligned project. And at the same time, as a dancer, I am going to be the New York City Grand Marshal for the largest dance parade in New York City, the
Wow,
day
congrats.
after the music drops. So all of the music drops on May 16th, and I would be the Grand Marshal May 17th for the New York City Dance Parade, where there's so much promotion and so many thousands of people will be having access to the music, which I'll be playing from a float on the streets in New York.
That is so cool. I love the fact that you were able to get a grant for this. I think that's um, I have guests on my show from, different countries in the world, and some uh, some governments just seem to give more uh, access to things like that. To do music and to do videos and stuff like that. So it's it's heartwarming to hear that, you know, you were able to take that and um, get that kind of grant money to put all this together. It's outstanding.
It was amazing. And so what we did was then I got another grant from the Brooklyn Arts Council, which was able to use the videos and have live assemblies for children with my dance company as part of the performance, and kids learning movement and seeing the videos, interactive videos in these assemblies. So that also has been going on, and it's just been an amazing project.
Yeah, no, it sounds like it. And so with the album itself, when you went into it, did you kind of, because I'm a project manager by trade, so when I like I'm putting an album together, I kind of have the big concept and then I support it with like the songs. So
Mhm,
everything has a theme. When you went
mhm.
into this album, did you know like these are the songs that I want to do? Um,
Yeah,
did,
I did. I was gonna call the album Mammals. That was what I was gonna call the album, because
mhm.
the first song that I did was I was teaching the kids about mammals. I was teaching them about, tigers, cows, the mammals in the ocean, and all of that. And because we're teaching them literacy, we had to use four different art forms. So I came up with a melody and like a call and response, uh, call and response for mammals, and also for all the facts about mammals. So it talks about mammals have hair, mammals have fur, mammals have lungs, they need air to breathe, um, just all of these things. And I created an amazing an amazing call and response chorus, and the kids loved it. And that was the first song that I tested, really. And principals were telling me the kids were going through the hallway spelling mammals. Because in the song, they were learning how to spell mammals. Mammals, Mammals, Mammals. You know, they were able to spell mammals, and it was stuck in their heads.
Make it fun. Make it fun to spell. They'll do it.
Yes, yes. And so that was definitely mammals. And then the next one, the next song that I came about that we did, it was plants. I was teaching the kids about plants and wanted them to know that you need air, you need water, you need soil, you need, all of those things: sunlight, water, air, soil. And so I created a melody for that. And so plants came about. And I think after that is when I did, it was around February, and I wanted to do Harriet Tubman. I did something about Harriet Tubman and wanted the kids to learn who she was in history. And my mentor, Yusuf Waliyaya, did this song. So this was a cover. So it was already done by Yusuf Waliyaya, my mentor. And so I did it again with a different twist, a different melody on it. And so it slowly started happening. And I think after that, I wanted to teach them about Kwanzaa, because Kwanzaa was happening. And Kwanzaa is a holiday that comes a day after Christmas. Do you know what Kwanzaa is?
Loosely, but yeah, you can tell me a little
Yes,
more.
Dr. Karenga started Kwanzaa in 1966. And Kwanzaa celebrates 7 different principles. And I personally believe these principles are powerful principles that everyone should live by. And for example, the first principle is, means living together is unity. And the second principle, determination. The third one is working together. The fourth one is spending together. The fifth principle is purpose together, having a purpose. The sixth principle is being creative, having creativity. And then the last principle in Kwanzaa is having faith. And I was like, you know what? I've got to put a song down about Kwanzaa with my own melody, and have children learn about what that is through the songs. So that was also another song that was inspired by a holiday, and something for the kids to learn about. So everything was kind of, everything had to do with them learning things about either a subject or learning things to help them feel good about themselves. I think the other song I did, which was connected to Kwanzaa, is called Harambe. And Harambe is a song about unity, and it's a Swahili word, and it means coming together, unity. So I did a song about that, which that song has like the 7 principles of Kwanzaa in that song. And so that those two songs are connected, Harambe and Kwanzaa. And one of the other songs that's in the album is called Butterflies, Dance, Butterflies, Dance. And again, I was teaching the children about butterflies and all the different parts of the butterflies and what it does. And, so that was also, children would, move move with the butterfly. They would start it out where there are caterpillars, and I give them colorful scarves, and they have wings, and they slowly grow into a butterfly, and then they dance. I mean, it's a beautiful little thing that I
Yeah.
created, and I did it so many times in the schools. And actually, the butterfly dance, the butterfly song, is really what most of the kids like.
Mm.
Also, like I believe in myself, they like the yeah 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 thing. But it's interesting. Every school, all the kids have different songs that they like.
I can
That's what.
believe that. Yep. Different things resonate. Well, I'm excited to get into some of these songs and hear a little bit more about their stories and then play them for everyone.
I'm
Um,
excited.
Yeah, so the one you just talked about, I believe in myself, yeah, yo. Uh,
Yeah.
yeah, let's talk about that one.
Yes. So this is how I started this one. So I I am a leadership trainer. Worked with the leadership program in New York City, and so what we do is we go to schools and we train children how to be a leader. And the leadership curriculum includes, having them brainstorm who leaders are and having them, you know, sharing how they themselves are leader and sharing qualities of leaders that they admire. So that was something that was done the first session. Second session, we talked about building self-esteem, building self-concept. Then we talked about group dynamic skills. So after about 16 sessions, we go through many different topics in this curriculum. And one of the first things that we had to do was when we walked into the classroom was to set our ground rules. And our ground rules could be for the younger children, I made up the ground rules. For the older children, they brainstorm their own ground rules and we prioritize the list and then they choose which one we're going to abide by, blah, blah, blah. We'll write it on a huge chart paper and put it up, and then we'll all put our initials next to it and we'll put it up on the wall. But the five main things that I wanted the kids to do was to respect, to listen, to follow directions, to participate, and to have fun. Those were the five things. So in the pledge, which was the first thing that was released, though that's the pledge to set the ground rules for any class that I start. So anytime I start in a school, because I am a Department of Education vendor, so I go to many schools. So every time I start my class in the schools, the kids have to put their right hands over their heart and they have to say that pledge. So the pledge led into me doing a call and response song. And that's where it started. And this song, starts out with, I am young and I am strong. I am beautiful. I can be anything I want to be. I might be a doctor. I might be a lawyer. I might be a teacher. I might be a movie star. But the amazing thing about these songs is that it goes into a lesson. It also goes into, me sharing with the children in a whip around form in the classroom, things about themselves. What is it that you like about yourself? What's one thing about yourself that you really like? What's one thing about who's your favorite person that's your leader in your life? Who's someone that inspired you? What are those qualities about that person that inspired you? Or do you have those qualities yourself? What is that quality about yourself that you like? And these types of questions. So there's a lot of, sharing, a lot of singing, a lot of processing. So at the end of my classes, the children will tell me what I want them to tell me, which is I love myself, so on and so forth. So this was just a way to get it, inside of them, singing it every single day. So by the end of my classes, usually I'm with a school, maybe sometimes the whole semester, sometimes 10 weeks, 20 weeks. At the end of the time that I'm with these children, they can repeat that pledge by themselves. And that's the point. And then so now they own it and they will always remember it.
Perfect. Well, what a fantastic setup for that song. We're going to play it now. Here it is. I Believe in Myself, Yeah Yo, by FUSHA Kids.
All right.
Yay, 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 oh. That's right. Yay, 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 oh. Yay, 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 oh. Go on. Yay, 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 oh. All right.
And that was I Believe in Myself. Yay, yo. Next song we're going to talk about, you also mentioned this one earlier, Afro Alphabet. Talk a little
Yeah,
bit about this one.
Afro Alphabet. This was inspired by Black History Month. Um, all of the things that African Americans had to endure um, here in the United States and around the world. And I just wanted to inspire our youths with words that if they didn't learn and they didn't know about, they would learn about and go and research about it and write about it. And so students were encouraged to write about it. I also did many games in the classroom where I split the class up in, let's say I have 30 children, I'll split the class up in half, 15 and 15. And based on my Afro alphabet, they had to create their own uh, alphabet. And so the kids had to write from A through, A through M and then M through Z. And then I put them on a timer. And in that time, they had to come up with, something for A, something for B, something for C, and so on and so forth. That's important in their lives, and that's also important for the lives of people, African people or people in general. And so that was a game that they did, and many lessons came out of the Afro alphabet, which is pretty amazing. Even with the little ones, they can just do the alphabet, but basically just helping them with words, what they remember from A through M and from M through Z. Um, so for example, A, African American, B, Black is beautiful, C, creativity, wanted them to know that they were creative. D, dignity, wanting them to have dignity, knowing that that's an important word. E, education. F is freedom. G, generation. H is history or in her story. I is intelligence. J was justice. K, knowledge. Wanting them to know how important it is for them to go to school, stay in school, to gain knowledge, that education is the key to get them out of poverty and that type of thing. Like L was liberty, M is Martin Luther King, wanted them to remember his legacy. N is nation, O, opportunity, P, power, wanted them to know they were powerful. Q wanted them to know about quality, very important to know what quality is. R is revolution. S is Sankofa. Sankofa is looking backwards, to where how things began. Not to forget, your history. That's Sankofa. T is for truth, always being truthful and being an honorable human being. U to unity. V, victory. W, winners. X was Malcolm X and his legacy. Y, youth. And Z was Zulu, to remember, their ancestors. Zulu is a tribe in South Africa. So these were all connected to Black History Month, and I wanted them to have some really powerful mental things that that come to their mind when they heard these words. I want them to have to have good visualization about these words. And in my classes we had people act them out, walk around acting. What does it look like when you're walking with dignity? What does that look like? What does it look like when you're walking like a winner? Just having them know that whatever we put in our mind is. So children have to learn that whatever we put in our mind is. So we have to be intentional, and whatever it is that we're saying can be manifested. So if we're saying that we're winners, then we are going to manifest winning. If we say that, we are creative, that's what we're going to do, and so on and so forth.
And it sounds like, with the exercise that you have them do, you could come up with, hundreds of variations of this
Oh
song,
my goodness.
all equally powerful.
It's so many lessons that I've done based, all the lessons, with the little guy, because I teach a little pre-K, I teach pre-K kids. And I've used these songs and done different things with them. Uh, Even the, middle schoolers. The best grades when we've tested the songs, I think up to like fourth grade. You know what I mean? Fifth grade is okay. The alphabet I've done with adults, and the key to the alphabet is what I do is that they'll hear the song, and then I always say to them, okay guys, let's see what you've learned, and then I'll turn it off and then just repeat the letter, and they have to repeat what they heard. And it's incredible how when that is done, most people remember all of it. It's incredible.
Right. Well, let's play this song. I love the structure of this one. Again, very, very powerful song. Afro Alphabet by
Yes,
FUSHA Kids.
yes.
Hey, African American. African American. B. Black is beautiful. C. Creativity. D. Dignity. E. Education. F. Freedom. G. Generation. A. History. I. Intelligence. J. Justice. K. Knowledge. F. Liberty. Martin Luther King. Nation. Opportunity. P. Power. Q. Quality. R. Revolution. S. Sankofa. T. Truth. U. Unity. V. Victory. W. Winner. X. Malcolm X. Y. Youth. Z. Zulu. Just wanna celebrate. Just wanna celebrate. Just wanna celebrate. Just wanna celebrate.
Celebration is for me, celebration is for you. It's filling us, affecting everything we say and do. Sing the Afro Alphabet, don't let us get misled. Coming down our toes and crowding to our heads. Power all the people and unite us all as one. When we come together, we shall overcome. I just want to celebrate each and every day. Rising from the scratches, cuz we gonna be okay.
And that was Afro Alphabet. Next song we're going to talk about, we talked about a little bit earlier, Mammals. So tell us a little bit more about this one.
Yes, mammals. I was teaching the children about mammals. I was teaching them about tigers, about lions, have them do, movement around the room with my cowbell. I'll hit the bell and they would have to move like a lion, freeze, move like an elephant. And they walk around as I hit the bell. If I hit the bell fast, they walk really fast. If I hit the bell slow, they walk really slow. And then I might say freeze or, whatever it is. And so I wanted the children to learn about mammals, the different things about mammals, the different qualities that they have, the fact that they have hair, that some mammals have fur. Mammals have lungs, that they need air to breathe. Mammals nurse their babies with milk, these types of things. And so this is how mammals started. And then also I wanted them to know how to spell mammals. And inside of the song, we are spelling mammals. M-A-M-M-A-L-S. 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 Oh-wah, 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 oh-wah. Oh, 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 and that's their favorite part, the oh, because then I have them go oh, and use their hands because it's like, the vowels as well, A-E-I-O-U vowels. So it was powerful. And so, so Mammals started because I wanted the children to learn about mammals and everything about them and how it's spelled. And the fact that mammals live on Earth and also mammals live in the ocean, and also that they themselves are mammals.
Right. And this was the first song that you came up with for the album, right?
This was the first song, and I thought this song would be the name of the album. But then when we did the grant, they heard all the songs. And they chose to award us for 2 songs, I Believe in Myself and Afro Alphabet.
Yeah. All right. Well, I think we have set this song up wonderfully, so we're going to play it right now. Here it is, Mammals by FUSHA Kids.
Mammals have hair. Mammals have fur. Mammals give birth to life young. M-A-M-M-A-L-S. 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 Oh-ah, 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 Mammals have hair. Mammals have fur. Mammals nurse their young with milk. M-A-M-M-A-L-S. 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 Oh-ah, 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 Mammals have hair. Mammals have fur. Mammals have lungs. They need the air to breathe. M-A-M-M-A-L-S. 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 Oh-ah, 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 Humans, dolphins, lions, whales.
And that was Mammals. We also talked a little bit about Dance Butterflies. So that's the
Yeah.
song we're going to feature next. So tell us a little more about this one.
Yes, dance butterflies. Every single child loves a butterfly. I know you know that. So I had to teach about the butterflies, and they had to learn how to spell it, and they had to learn facts about the butterflies, and I wanted them to learn it in a very short time. So, hence, butterflies came into play. So, we talk about the fact that butterflies are pretty, butterflies, are colorful, butterflies have wings, butterflies have antennas, butterflies start out as caterpillars, and the four stages of butterflies. And so this was a lot of information, and I wanted them to learn this over a 6 week period because this was like a summer camp thing from what I remembered. And so I went into the studio, created this melody for butterflies, and that was it. Actually, the melody was already created. The melody, because I teach Congolese dance, is a 6/8 rhythm, which is one of the dances we do from the Congo called Zebola. So the Zebola rhythm, I just used the Zebola rhythm and put the lyrics over the Zebola rhythm for the butterfly.
Very cool. Now, my daughter is in kindergarten. She's learning about butterflies, and she told me very matter of factly, Daddy, did you know they start off as worms and then they have a cocoon and then they break out of the cocoon and fly away? Like, that's so cool. So her take on it. So I'll have her listen to this song.
Oh, please do.
Yeah. All right. Well, we're going to play it right now. Here it is, Dance Butterflies by FUSHA Kids.
Dance, butterflies, dance, butterflies, dance, butterflies, dance. Dance, butterflies, dance, butterflies, dance, butterflies, dance. Butterflies are pretty. Butterflies fly high. Butterflies are colorful. They fly high in the sky. Dance, butterflies, dance, butterflies, dance, butterflies, dance. Dance, butterflies, dance, butterflies, dance, butterflies, dance. The butterflies have wings. They love to eat flowers. Butterflies love nectar. They start as caterpillars. Dance, butterflies, dance, butterflies, dance, butterflies, dance. Dance, butterflies, dance, butterflies, dance, butterflies, dance. Butterflies are invertebrates. They have no spine. Butterflies have antennas that stop them from bumping into signs. Dance, butterflies, dance, butterflies, dance, butterflies, dance. Dance, butterflies, dance, butterflies, dance, butterflies, dance. Butterflies are pretty. They have 4 parts. The egg, the larva, the pupa, the adult. Egg, larva, pupa, adult. Egg, larva, pupa, adult. Dance, butterflies, dance, butterflies, dance, butterflies, dance. Dance, butterflies, dance, butterflies, dance, butterflies, dance. Dance, butterflies, dance. Dance, butterflies, dance. Dance, butterflies, dance.
And that was Dance Butterflies. All right. We're going to close out the song features going back to Harriet Tubman. So tell us a little bit more about this one.
Harriet Tubman, mother of the Underground Railroad. She was a powerful woman in the time of slavery, and she started the Underground Railroad, which was a pathway from the south to the north. And she saved over 300 people. She saved her mom and her daddy too. And this song actually was already done by Yusuf Waliyaya, who is my mentor. Because of Yusuf Waliyaya, I am actually doing what I did with this music because he inspired me. He was amazing. And so he inspired me to do this album as well. And so this was one of the songs in honor of Yusuf Waliyaya that I used to teach children and also to teach them about Harriet Tubman. And so this is a cover, but it's a wonderful cover that I wanted to include in this album and also in honor of my mentor, Yusuf Waliyaya.
Very good. All right. Well, here's to him, and here's the song, Harriet Tubman by FUSHA Kids.
Harriet Tubman, mother of the Underground Railroad. Harriet Tubman led her people to freedom. Harriet, born a slave. Master said work her to the grave. But Harriet Tubman, great black Moses. Harriet Tubman had a master plan, headed for the promised land with her people by her hand. She traveled by night, hit by day, and out of sight all the way. Following the North Star, Harriet went north and south 19 times, 19 times. Harriet went and freed her mama and her daddy too. She rode 300 people on her freedom train. Sugar, sugar, sugar. 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 Harriet Tubman, mother of the Underground Railroad. Harriet Tubman led her people to freedom. Harriet, born a slave. Master said work her to the grave. But Harriet Tubman, great black Moses. Harriet Tubman had a master plan, headed for the promised land with her people by her hand. She traveled by night, hit by day, without a sight all the way. Following the North Star, Harriet went north and south 19 times, 19 times. Harriet went and freed her mama and her daddy too. She rode 300 people on her freedom train. Sugar, sugar, sugar. 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 Harriet Tubman, mother of the Underground Railroad. Harriet Tubman led her people to freedom. Harriet, born a slave. Master said work her to the grave. But Harriet Tubman, great black Moses. Harriet Tubman had a master plan, headed for the promised land with her people by her hand. She traveled by night, hit by day, without a sight all the way. Following the North Star, Harriet went north and south 19 times, 19 times. Harriet went and freed her mama and her daddy too. She rode 300 people on her freedom train. Sugar, sugar, sugar. 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 Sugar, sugar, sugar.
And that was Harriet Tubman, and that wraps up our song features. The album is called I Believe in Myself. So Funmilayo, did I say that right?
Yeah, Funmilayo.
Funmilayo, okay.
All my friends call me Fumi.
Fumi. Okay,
Yeah.
yeah, Elizabeth said that. All right, I'm gonna start that whole segment over.
Okay.
And that was Harriet Tubman. That wraps up our song features. The album is called I Believe in Myself. Funmilayo, let everybody know where they can stream, purchase, download that album, and how they can find and connect with you.
Yes. You can get it on YouTube, FUSHA Kids. You can see the videos at www.fushakids.com. You can also get it on Spotify, FUSHA Kids. You can also get it on Apple Music, FUSHA Kids, spelled FUSHA Kids. And I think that's pretty much it. You can also see me on Instagram, FUSHA Kids, on the IG page. And that's it. We've got Instagram, FUSHA Kids, the website, www.fushakids.com, the YouTube page, FUSHA Kids, and Spotify, FUSHA Kids, Apple Music, FUSHA Kids.
Very good. Well, the album will be out on May 16th, I believe you said. So everybody listening to the show before May 16th, I hope you're enjoying the preview of this wonderful album. And so we'll close the show here by asking what is the next big thing coming up for FUSHA Kids and for Funmilayo?
Next big thing is tomorrow, which is the 16th. Afro Alphabet drops. It becomes live tomorrow on the 16th. And the next thing is that I would love to travel with this music, and I'm now talking to some people in Africa to take this music to Nigeria, to Ghana, to South Africa. And, that's it. Let's keep prayers and hope alive that these projects will come to fruition.
Yeah, that sounds amazing. I hope you get to do that, and yeah, look forward to seeing footage and go to their Instagram, and uh, hopefully you'll post some pictures from there and from all the amazing things you'll be doing. Well, it's been an absolute pleasure to have you on the show. I wish you the best of success with this album. Glad to get to know you, and I look forward to talking to you again soon.